Hello guys, my name is Jackie and I'm a specialized IELTS tutor, and this is the video to introduce the newest speaking topics to students in the examinees, and I hope that this video would be useful for students. And I also want this video to be useful for foreign students from different countries like Japan, China, India, something. And if you are foreign students, you can email me and I'm gonna send you the newest speaking topics and model examples. So you can just email me to get the newest speaking topics and model examples. And if you visit my website, you can use various kinds of study materials for free. You don't have to pay money, so please visit my website. Okay, let me start. So today's part 1 topic is about tea and coffee. The first one is, do people in your country like to drink tea or coffee? And my answer is, yes, they do. Especially drinking coffee is very popular in my country, but as concerned about health, many people like to drink traditional tea. People usually drink or coffee when taking a rest and talking with other people. And next part 1 topic is, do you prepare tea or coffee for guests at home? And my answer is, yes, I do. Sometimes my colleagues and my friends visit my house, and usually I prepare tea or coffee to treat them. And it is the most common way to treat guests. By having a time for drinking tea or coffee, I can enjoy time with them. And the last part 1 topic is, when was the last time you drank tea or coffee? And my answer is, I enjoy drinking coffee and tea, so I drink them almost every day. Especially I like coffee, and I drink coffee in the morning. So the last time I drank coffee was this morning. Drinking coffee helps me to concentrate on my work. Okay, so they are the newest speaking part 1 topics. You can practice with my video. And let me turn to part 2. And today's part 2 topic is, describe an ideal house. And this topic is asking you about the ideal house that you want to buy or you want to live in. And my example is about a house which is located in the seaside in Jeju Island. So I'm gonna explain my example. Okay, let me start. I would like to talk about the ideal house for me. In my daily life, I'm so busy due to my hectic schedule, so hardly do I have enough time to spend with my family. But having finished my important assignments in my school, I got consecutive holidays, so we decided to travel to Jeju Island, which is one of the well-known tourist attractions in Korea. In that island, the most impressive place was the ocean. There, we enjoyed the magnificent nature, but the thing I paid attention to most was a small house. As it was surrounded by sea and nature, it looked fantastic. Also, I could see an old man taking a rest in the garden, and he looked very comfortable. And I envied him. Actually, I live in a big city, so every place is crowded by people and cars. And I feel fed up with living in a city. So someday I want to live in that house because I would be able to enjoy peaceful life, and I want to have a garden in my house. So there, I want to get some rest, seeing the nature and sea. For those reasons, it would be my ideal house, and I want to live in that house in the future. So that is my example. So as you heard, my example is about a house which is located in the seaside in Jeju Island. So I said that would be my ideal house because I can make a very peaceful life and I can have a garden. So I said that house would be my ideal house. So you can take my example as your answer and you can practice and memorize my example. So let me turn to part 3. So the first part 3 topic is what are the differences between living in the city and countryside? And my answer is there are some distinctions between living in urban areas and rural areas. Considering living in a city, it is convenient because cities have many facilities and amenities for people to enjoy, but cities are crowded and noisy. In contrast, although living in the countryside can be boring and inconvenient, people can make more peaceful life in rural areas. And next one is, what are advantages and disadvantages of living in the city? And my answer is, usually cities have a wide range of facilities and amenities. So people are able to make use of those facilities, which is convenient. Also, cities have well-equipped public transport systems. But cities are crowded and air pollution is the serious problem. Living costs and the price of a house are highly expensive. They are disadvantages. Okay, next part 3 topic is, can you compare the past and the present of cities? And my answer is, in the past, about a couple of decades ago, although cities existed, they were much smaller and less urbanized. However, as cities have expanded, the scale of cities has become much greater than before, and nowadays they also have a lot of skyscrapers, facilities, and infrastructure. Cities have developed compared to the past. Okay, next part 3 topic is, why is it common for people to live in an apartment in cities? And my answer is, nowadays a lot of people want to live in cities rather than rural areas. So the population density in most cities is so high that the lack of housing is the urban problem. So as an apartment can provide much more houses for city residents than houses, there are a lot of apartments in cities, and the majority of people lives in an apartment. Okay, so they are the newest part 1 to 3 topics for IELTS speaking. So you can take my example and you can practice with my video. Okay, so thank you for being with me. Thank you.